Hi guys, Christina here with CBrinley Artistry. I am here to show you what I'm going to do for my pendulum pour. As you can see, we are in this tiny little apartment, and yet I still managed to do these pendulum pours that take up like a lot of space. So this is my setup right here. I just have a tarp kind of set out in the living room, and what I did for this one is I marked each spot that I have the tripod at, and then I marked my canvas, so I know that with each layer I can just come back in and put the tripod right where it was and the canvas right where it was and start with a new color. So this time is going to be rainbow, and I hope you guys enjoy this. So let's get started. Okay, so for this pour, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this neon set that I got from Master's Touch, and it each has just a little tube. And so what I'm going to do is mix these with Floetrol and water and make them sort of runny, because that's what you need for a pendulum pour, but not super thin. So this should be enough for each color, and that way it's going to be able to glow in a black light or something like that. It's gonna be awesome. So here we go. We're gonna start with the pink, which would be red. So let's get started on that one. All right, here we go. Paint's done for layer number one. I am a little worried that I made it a little too thin, so we'll see, but I gotta work with it because that's what I got, and I don't have any more of it. So, and I know I fill my bottle till about there every time. It really doesn't need a lot of paint, so I still have a bunch of paint left. Probably because I made it too watery too. But I like to start over here, and I always do like a couple practice swings, you know, just to see kind of how it's gonna go, how it's gonna flow, the design it's gonna create. And I know I always like starting over here and then kind of throwing it that way. But what I wanted to do with this layered one is actually start at a point and mark it down where I start, and then for the next color actually go a little bit further over. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to put a little mark down right here for where I'm going to start my first one. Alright, it's a little hard for you guys to see it, but I got it written right there, the red. I'm going to start over where I marked, put a little bit, and then come in. I always throw it out a little too far, and then it just paints like all around it. I think that's a good first background layer. And then I just keep this attached to here, so that way when I come to do my next one, I will literally just keep that attached to the tripod and bring it over to the sink and clear it out, so that I don't have to untie it and then tie it back up. So I know that it's hanging at the same height that it was last time. But I'll bring you guys in so you guys can see this a little better. I think it looks really cool. I like it. It's different than my last ones, but that is totally okay. Alright, and I will be back for the next layer with you guys. Here we are for our second layer. I've got the paint all set up in there. I got my tripod set up. Got a nice glossy coat of resin on there. There are some patches on that, and I'm not worried about it because I'm going to give it a clear coat in between each color. So let us get started. And also, Hey guys, we are here to do the third layer, and I've marked where I'm going to start the yellow from. So let's begin. Here's the third one. It kind of started losing its shape in the center, but because I have 3 more layers to go on this, I'm not too worried about it. I still think it looks so cool. It is so cool with all those different colors and the spirals coming from different spots. So I will be back when we are ready to do the next layer. Okay, here we are for our 4th layer. I am so excited because I've only gone to 3 layers before, so this is the first time that I'm going all the way to 4. And you can barely see it, but I started pulling red from here and then moved to orange and then yellow. And now, because we're like halfway through the painting, I'm going to switch over to this side. And so I'm going to pull this back to there. And before I would like give it a pull there and then throw it this way. So I'm going to do the opposite, and I'm going to give it a push there and pull it that way. And that one is kind of this one's a little bit funky, but that's okay. Every layer is its own like unique style, and that's what I love about this. Alright, let's bring you up so you can see a funky little design right there. I think that's so cool. Alright, and I will be back for the next layer with you guys. Okay, here we are with our 6th layer. It's going to be blue. I'm trying to give you guys a little bit of a different angle today. Alright, I'm loving the look that I'm getting from throwing it on a different angle. I will be back with you guys for the final layer of color. I'm so excited. Thank you. Okay, I am back, and I went ahead and I mixed my neon blue and pink together to get a purple. For that layer, I didn't add any Floetrol, so I think that's why I ran out of paint too early, because I had been trying this theory to see that if I put more water in and make it thinner, if it would flow out better, and that is the best flow that I have seen throughout this whole project. So that's a good note to make your paints thinner than you think. So these do have Floetrol in it. And I thinned them out too as well, so I'm hoping that they'll flow nice enough. Alright, let's try this again. Ended a little sooner than I was hoping, but that is okay. I think it's nice to have it nice and open like that anyway. And the color is looking spotted, which looks actually kind of cool. So I will bring you guys in to show you that. Alright. So this purple is doing something cool with the color. I think it's because I mixed the colors. But I think it's awesome to have like that nice breakup as the final layer and something that kind of just develops into something new. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this piece come together, and I hope you guys give it a try yourself. Hey guys, we are here with the finished product. I think it looks so amazing. It is also neon, so I want to try and get it in a black light and see just how crazy it looks in that light. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Now you can really see some depth in there, especially with the purple ending so wide like it did. I think that was actually so perfect because you can see all the little layers that are in there now. And I did get a lot of air bubbles trapped in there, and that was my bad. And I'm loving how the purple is kind of speckled on top and all the other colors are very stark and bold. It just seems to be like a transformation at the end of this painting. I'm here to try to show you just a little bit. I have a black light going, but it's not the best one. It's just a simple light bulb. But you can kind of see just like how glowy it gets. So it would probably look better under a bigger black light, but it does glow, and I love that about that. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys love this, and stay tuned for many more. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much.